Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
The trial for the man accused of murdering a Review-Journal investigative reporter is set to begin next week. Thanks for joining us on 7 at 7 tonight. I'm Lena Bleetz. We begin with top stories sponsored by Nevada Hand's Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. The murder trial for former Clark County Public Administrator Robert Tellis is set to begin Monday. He is accused of killing Review-Journal investigative reporter Jeff Gehrman in 2022. Jury selection will begin at 1 p.m. Monday and could last multiple days, and attorneys say the trial is expected to take at least 2 weeks. Tellis has pleaded not guilty and has maintained he was framed for the killing. He is accused of killing Gehrman over articles Gehrman wrote about him. It's been 4 days since 9-year-old Sophia Sandoval died in a suspected DUI crash, but the suspect in the case still has not been charged. At a hearing today, a judge said he was surprised prosecutors haven't filed a complaint yet against 63-year-old Christina Sorensen, who was arrested after the two-car crash in North Las Vegas. Police said she failed field sobriety tests and consented to a blood draw, but the results have not come back yet. Sorensen's lawyer says she has posted bail but has not been released yet. A judge today said if charges are filed by Thursday, he will allow the bail conditions. Las Vegas police introduced a member of one of its newest crime-fighting teams, a team of robots. This is the T5, and it's part of Metro's All-Hazard Regional Multi-Agency Operations and Response Section, or ARMOR for short. The robots support SWAT teams throughout the valley by going into dangerous situations and doing things like identifying and locating suspects. In addition to the T5, Metro also has a robotic dog made by Boston Dynamics. Its name is Spot. In weather, sponsored by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every bloomin' thing. Tonight you can expect to see a few clouds with an overnight low of 89 degrees. Then tomorrow we're looking at a high of 108 and low of 88, and a high of 107 and low of 88 on Friday. Then this weekend there's a 15% chance of rain on Saturday with a high of 107 and low of 89. And for Sunday, a high of 108 and low of 86 with a 5% chance of rain. Then next week we're looking at sunny skies with highs in the mid to high 100s and lows in the mid 80s. In business news, brought to you by G-Bank, your best banking experience ever. Henderson's plans to redevelop the Fiesta Henderson casino site take a step forward after the city found a developer. City staff will present the negotiating agreement with Woodbury Corporation to Henderson's redevelopment agency on August 20th. In January, the city began seeking partners to develop an indoor recreational facility that can host sporting events and other entertainment options. An official said Woodbury's proposal and design aligned with the vision residents have for the property.
Sports, sponsored by PT's Taverns, your place to watch all the sports action. With over 65 locations, there's a PT's near you. Visit ptstavern.com. A tentative date for when F1 track construction will begin has been announced. It's September 1st. Work will mainly take place overnight in between Las Vegas Boulevard and Harvard Avenue, according to a preliminary work schedule presented to the county on Tuesday. Off-strip work is expected to run from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m., while on the strip, construction is slated to run from midnight to 6 a.m. Work will gradually progress from section to section with barrier installation beginning October 1st.
In health news, brought to you by Centerwell Senior Primary Care, discover primary care focused on you. Should you stretch before or after you exercise? According to experts, the answer could be both. One researcher told the Associated Press that he recommends a light aerobic activity before you work out, such as jogging or biking for 5 to 10 minutes. Follow that with some static stretching like you used to do in gym class, then do something to warm up the muscles like leg lifts. After your workout, some light stretching is okay, but don't overdo it because you'll be more likely to injure yourself.
Vegas Nation, sponsored by Station Casinos STN Sports. Download the app today. Training camp from Costa Mesa is all wrapped up. Now attention shifts to Minnesota. The Silver and Black taking on the Vikings inside of US Bank Stadium Saturday. But for Antonio Pierce, this weekend isn't all about their opponents.
To us, it's more about the Raiders. It's not the Raiders versus the Minnesota Vikings. I know we're going to look at that. There's a score. There's going to be a win or loss. But there's things that we have, objectives that we want to get accomplished in this game that we know as a team, and that's what we're focused on.
Sports betting brought to you by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. NFL preseason action gets into full swing this weekend, and the Raiders are 3.5-point favorites over the Minnesota Vikings at the Westgate Superbook in their preseason opener on Saturday at US Bank Stadium. The total for the contest is 39. Week 1 of the NFL preseason, though, kicks off Thursday with a doubleheader. The New England Patriots are 6.5-point home favorites over the Carolina Panthers, and the total is 33.5. The New York Giants are also 3.5-point favorites over the Detroit Lions, and the total for that one is 34.5.
In your lifestyle news, sponsored by LV Craft Shows, has been bringing you the finest craft and gift shows since 1999. Visit lvcraftshows.com for our upcoming events. Ordering a steak can be expensive, but one high-end restaurant is giving patrons half off. Scotch 80 Prime in the Palms, one of RJ Magazine's top 100 restaurants in Las Vegas, recently introduced its social hour with almost 24 dishes and beverages at 50% off. Among those discounted items are an 8-ounce ribeye and filet mignon, each priced at around $30. Other items marked down include the Scotch 80 burger, broiled lobster tail, steak tartare, and New England king salmon. The social hour runs from 5 to 6:30 p.m. and 8:30 to 10 p.m. Mondays through Thursdays. Now for entertainment, sponsored by Arizona Charlie's, has live entertainment every weekend at both locations. Go to ArizonaCharlies.com to see who's playing. Sammy Hagar is trying for a Van Halen reunion at his show Friday at the MGM Grand. Hagar told the Review-Journal he reached out to drummer Alex Van Halen over a dozen times but hasn't heard back. Hagar also said he can't remember a time Alex performed without his brother Eddie Van Halen, who died in 2020. And Rod Stewart isn't ready to leave Las Vegas. He was originally scheduled to end his residency at Caesars Palace tonight with his 200th show, but today he canceled that show, posting on social media that he has strep throat. However, Stewart also announced the encore shows, adding a dozen performances next year in March, May, and June. Thanks for watching 7 at 7 tonight. Watch 7 at 7 twice a day, Monday through Friday, and search Review Journal to follow us on your favorite streaming platform. See you tomorrow morning for more 7 at 7.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.